Hello chess fans, this is Chess to Impress with coverage from the 2016 Paris Grand Chess Tour. The Grand Chess Tour consists of 4 events in 2016, Rapid and Blitz in Paris, and then events in Brussels, also in June, St. Louis in August, and London in December. 2 days of Rapid, 2 days of Blitz in Paris from June 9th to 12th, and I will show you the highlights every day. 3 positions I want to show you from day 1. An incredible overstepping of the time limit by the world champion, Fabiano Caruana, who blunders away his central pawn, and a nice endgame between Fressinet and Caruana, where a pawn promotes after many adventures. Let's get straight to it. Let's go to the first one. This is Magnus Carlsen, white, and Wesley So, black. And So has just played Queen D1 to A1 on the 58th move. It's clear that white is completely winning here. He has an extra queen, he just promoted his pawn on H8, and he's a queen up for a knight. The only problem he has to solve is that his king is a little bit unsafe, and of course So was still playing on because of some perpetual check ideas. The only way to win this game for Carlsen would have been to play Queen H2. After Queen H2, Queen takes A5 check, King B3, Queen B5 check, King C2. There are no more checks, and the white king is safe, and white wins. Protecting the pawn on A5 is not a good idea. If Carlsen would have played Queen D8 to protect pawn on A5, of course the queen cannot be taken by the knight because the knight is pinned. Then there's a perpetual check. Queen takes B2 check, King A4, Queen A2 check, King B4, and Queen B2 check, and white cannot escape the checks, and it is a draw. Well, shockingly, there were no more moves in this game because Carlsen, he had about 30 seconds to come up with his next move, but he overstepped the time limit. After every move there was an increment of 10 seconds, so they replayed the game of 25 minutes each and a 10-second increment per move, and it was very unfortunate for Carlsen that he overstepped the time limit here. So a bad start for him and a very lucky escape for So. Let's move to the next one. This is from the 3rd round. Laurent Fressinet is white and Fabiano Caruana is black. And rook endgame, both 4 pawns. The pawn on B7 looks very threatening, but so does the pawn on H2. But of course the pawn on H2 is controlled by the rook on A1. White is winning, but it's not so easy. Let's see how Fressinet brought the point home. Caruana is to play, and he played rook A3, quite a cunning move, because if white takes, then the pawn can promote. So Fressinet played rook C1, and Caruana rook C3, the same idea. If you take, black can promote. So how does white make progress? Well, white makes progress by actually taking and letting the pawn promote, because after King C8 he has his own pawn that's going to promote, and that will leave him material up. Only move for black to keep the game going is Queen H8 check, King C7, and black has another one, Queen H2, because if now white promotes, then there's Queen takes E5 check, and the rook on C3 will drop. Rook C5 to protect the pawn. Queen F2, Queen takes F2, attacking the rook. Still white has no time to promote. Rook C6. Queen A7, and still white cannot promote. King C8, Queen A4, and now the rook is attacked again. So still no time to promote. Rook C7 check. And now, after king g6, finally the pawn can promote. And there's no perpetual check. I'll quickly show you the next moves. Black tries to set up a perpetual check. White repeats the moves. I said earlier, after every move there was a 10-second increment. So White tried to win some time by repeating the moves. Of course, he has to be careful that he doesn't do that once too many, because after a threefold repetition, when there's 3 times the same position on the board with the same player to move, then it is a draw. Then Black could claim a draw. So he goes to a8 here, queen a5 check, and another repetition of moves to gain some time. Caruana tried queen d8 check, and one more check, and he's almost out of checks. After queen c7 there's no more checks. He tried to, because the king is completely at the wrong side of the board, he tried to swap the queens and see if he could do something with his pawns, but Fressinet very coolly defended this. And even though the pawn on g3 looks now quite threatening, after king f5, Caruana resigned. There's a mate threat on h8, so g3, g2 is not a move anyway. The only move is to avoid mate is king h6, but then Fressinet takes on g5, and then the last pawn will go and it's all over. Let's go to the last position I will show you. This is Fabiano Caruana from the United States, white, and Magnus Carlsen, the world champion from Norway, is black. This is the 4th round. We're in the opening, and after a move like rook to f2 e1, which is a perfectly normal move, the position would have been about equal, but here Caruana made a mistake. He played knight c3 to e2, and that blunders a pawn. And Carlsen saw it, of course he saw it. Knight takes e4. And why does this lose a pawn? If you take back, then black takes the unprotected bishop on g5. So black has won a pawn. So Caruana tried bishop takes e7. But then there is an in-between move, a Zwischenzug as the Germans say. Knight c5, and suddenly the bishop on b7 is attacking the white queen, and the bishop is protected by the knight. That was just played to c5. And of course the bishop on e7 is still hanging, so white has won. Black has won time here. Caruana played bishop d5, but after bishop takes d5, queen takes d5, and then Carlsen took back the piece, queen takes e7. He has won a pawn, and not just a pawn, a vital central pawn, and he was able to convert his advantage. 5 rounds were played on day 1. This is the standing, Carlsen and Nakamura on top. The scoring system is that there's 2 points for a win and 1 point for a draw. And when we go to the Blitz games on Saturday and Sunday, there will be 1 point for a win and half a point for a draw. So with this scoring system, there's extra weight given to wins in the rapid section. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe so you will be notified when I post my video on the 2nd round of the rapid games tomorrow. This is Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.